Can't believe I was heard there. So again, guys, welcome once again to the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 8 Championship Rise from the Rest.
That's
Our
right.
game is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and this could be the final match in this best-of-3 series between Mineski and 1nconsistent. But you know what? I think 1nconsistent really can come back from this.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen in Cobblestone 1nconsistent versus Mineski. I feel like that was more. 1nconsistent's map, and it did go into overtime. And you can see that their skill levels, they're almost on the same level. Like you can see, 1nconsistent is definitely a potential international player.
Yeah.
And Mineski, they did have their work cut out for them, but this is Mirage, and Mirage, it's not going to be an easy map for anyone going up against Mineski because they do say that Mirage is Mineski's map.
Yeah, but I think, sorry. 1nconsistent can dig deep and win this map, push this to game 3, and maybe take that reverse sweep. So our map will be Mirage, Mineski versus 1nconsistent.
Tinuro mo ba pistol yun?
That's right, and
you can't see. Oh, it's just gonna be the knife round there. So not too much. Just have a rundown of our players for Mineski CS:GO: Retrack, Baby Boy, Hannibal, Dubstep, and Dispenser.
That's right, and for 1nconsistent, it's going to be Solo, Rank Warrior, Flippy, Lester, Adrian, and Star. We're just going to call them Star for now.
Tara ko na lang sa
Oh,
silip.
never mind. I thought it was gonna be the knife round, but pistol round is where we're at. You can see there the positioning of 1nconsistent. They are on the T side, and you have to take note that there are like 3 crucial points here. I think the most crucial point in Mirage, though, gonna have to be the mid lane. You know, gonna be able to boost you to Sniper's Nest, to Catwalk, and to Connector. Just so many avenues of entry points for the terrorist side. 1nconsistent that they can use that to maybe catch off Mineski off guard.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we cannot call out the locations of the players or what guns or strategies they are employing because they may be able to hear us, and we don't want to give anyone an unfair advantage. So we will direct your eyes to the minimap top left if you want to know exactly where 1nconsistent or Mineski are going to be defending or pushing from. And right now you can see where 1nconsistent is going to be pushing from. It's going to be a place you'd like to... Oh, there you go. Okay.
Thank you. That was beautiful. And it looks like Baby Boy spotting out a couple of the members of 1nconsistent there. It gets immediately shut down by Rank Warrior. Adrian to follow up onto Retrack as well. And now Mineski have to go for the retake here. But it looks like Adrian's going to stop them in their tracks. Dubstep looks to take revenge for his former comrades. But Pornstar 1nconsistent as well as Adrian just too damn strong.
Yeah, he was quite the star there. And that's Star closing them up. 2 kills for Adrian and Porn, and I can't stop saying it. Star, for goodness sake. Oh well. And Adrian, of course, one of the star players for 1nconsistent. His AWP game on point, and hopefully we'll see a good map coming out of them. But it's actually 1nconsistent that takes the first map. The first round. On Mirage.
What I kind of saw here trending for 1nconsistent is that they have difficulty, but can actually be successful on their T side, but when they come onto their CD side, they are phenomenal on their defense. I think this is the correct decision, that if they're the ones who actually chose T side, and second half they are on the CT, I think they can actually pull this off against Mineski, even if Mineski are pretty good on their T side as well on Mirage.
Yeah, I agree, and here you can see, ladies and gentlemen, if you look to the left and right, you can see the gun picks that they do have, and actually surprise coming out from Mineski. I didn't expect that to be coming up. I kind of expected it for them to happen.
Some of the meta plays actually allow you to, I can't say it, but you saw what their Mineski are doing. This is actually one of the meta plays that you can do, maybe to catch off 1nconsistent a little bit off guard. I'm gonna whisper a little bit there. Maybe Consistent can't hear me, but that's all the information I'm gonna give. If you can hear my my voice a little bit drowsy, I am sick.
He's getting a little bit. It's a little bit coming out of his nose, but he's still one of the best casters we have.
Nothing's coming out of my nose, man. It's just more of like my throat is killing me a little bit. But Rank Warrior. Speaking of killing, almost spotting out. I believe that was Hannibal. Hannibal forced to back away, but Mineski taking out one for Flippy. Flippy, if you actually saw. Cobblestone was the one who was able to clutch a couple of rounds for 1nconsistent. But look at that, Adrian able to get the quicker peek onto Baby Boy, and only Dubstep remains.
And there's 20 seconds left on the map, and they need, on the timer, and they need to get that bomb down. Otherwise, they're going to run out of time. That is not a lot of time left, but there's actually, never mind. It's going to be Dubstep by himself. So
Just save,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's going to be trying to clutch that or if he's going to be just saving what he has left.
Like we said, if it's still too pretty early, going for clutches is not the smart decision. You can actually just use these weapons onto the next round and, you know, get those kills. And with this weapon that Dubs actually bought, I think he can. Yeah, because he's the upper.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, it's not like you see in other pro teams where it's like it's almost a hunt after they realize he's probably going to save. Let's go hunting and see if we can find him. But they just guard the bomb because they know that the defuse could come out at any point. But they should know.
Yeah,
he's not moving.
I really think the task here for Inconsistent is to get as many rounds as possible on T side, and like I said, be able to close off the CT side. What do you think about that one, Jaeger?
Well, yeah, that's definitely true because if they do switch sides back after the halfway round, you know, normally when you start on that CT side, you want to have the points because once you go to the T side, it becomes a little bit more difficult to get those last points. And if you can get you know, the 13 points or the 14 points, you only need a couple more wins as opposed to if you start on the T side and you have to do you know, you need to do the climb all the way back up to that 16 points, and it is a long climb to make. So Inconsistent are actually doing quite well here, and they're getting the points they need. And normally, you know what they say, you win the pistol round, you win the next two. So
yeah, almost always if you're up against the CT. Mineski tried to force buy, but they got a little bit kicked in the butt, so they have to just you know, either force buy this one or actually just try and survive with maybe what they have in their weapons, and it looks like it's gonna happen. Babe Boy shutting down Soul Rank Warrior, and oh, Sneaky Beaky like, here's this Spencer, but gets spotted out by Adrian, and that's gonna be two members of Mineski down, but still, actually I think they spotted out the bomb there. Now they know where it is, but Pornstar getting dicked a little bit, counter dicking Hannibal, and only Hannibal remains with a sliver of HP.
That's not much to work with, and it's going to be, there it is, the 3 points going into Consistent favor. You saw there, I always like that about Mineski. Baby Boy, always by himself on at least one bomb site, because he doesn't need anyone else. He gets information really quickly, and he did get a good ding off there, as well as Dispenser. You saw him trying to be a little bit patient there on A site, and waiting maybe for the right time to go for the kill, but of course he did get punished for that because he waited just a bit too long, came around the corner, and Inconsistent was waiting for him.
And Baby Boy is someone who could definitely hold on a site. If you saw him playing on Cobblestone, he was actually able to clutch in bomb site B, I think 3 or 2 with the AWP.
Yeah, that was a really good play by him. And actually, you know, you don't normally see him as the main AWP, but when he picks up that AWP, he knows how to use it.
Couple of shots, but that's gonna be just it for now. Serious score, you can see it, guys. 1-0. Inconsistent really looking to actually get this one, because this is only a best of 3. If they lose, it's Mineski. And speaking of Mineski, I think their manager, actually talked about like how many of their teams are actually gonna play championships right now. But it's gonna be the push by Inconsistent onto bomb site B. We track a little bit into the distance, but gets caught out by Lester there. But good 2 frags by Mineski, at least to thin down the numbers of Inconsistent as they try to take, or maybe not take on the side, but they thought Flippy. Good entry frag there on the dubstep. And you can see Pornstar just from the shadows getting a kill, and whoa, Lester almost getting killed there by Dispenser, but one flick of that wrist and was able to shut him down. Now Hannibal left in a 2v1 situation. Will he actually push through or save his weapon?
This is a good play coming out from Hannibal. You can see the positioning coming out from Inconsistent. You can hear it, but
oh wow, he digs one.
Oh, and
goes
look at this.
in and spots out the other one. I think he knows, and he's trying to rush him in with the USP, but Pornstar gonna live it off. Gonna push him away and clutch it for Inconsistent side. And I think Mineski are again on a slump here on their earlier rounds.
Yeah, and there was no time. Even if he did get that final kill, there was not enough time to go for the defuse. So maybe just make it a little bit more expensive for Inconsistent, but in the end, well done to Inconsistent. Star with, he had good positioning there, and just the superior knowledge, especially after the information came out from his teammate.
Yeah, and of course, shoutouts to the WASD community that is watching right now, as well as all CSGO enthusiasts. This is the finals of the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 8 Championship. Rise from the rest.
That is right, and I mean, of all audiences you hear, any sort of tournament, big or small, it's the Filipino crowd that have the best cheers. And Here we go. Oh my goodness, Hannibal trying to get that dink, and he does. On the eco round as well, so that's actually that's what you want for the eco rounds. You
Pretty
want
nice, yeah, pretty nice control on the AK-47 there. Oh, wait, I think he can hear it, and he's gonna get punished by Pornstar.
Well, that was a bit embarrassing. He caught with his knife out.
I guess it's fine. As long as you can't take weapons from your opponent, even if you don't clutch it, I think it's still sort of a win for you, half a win. At least you're forcing your opponents to use their economy to keep buying up and allow them to rack up any economy, and that is what Mineski are looking to go for.
You see, it's going to be Dispenser just laying down some...
Hopefully he knows, goes in with the spray and takes down Dispenser. Only Retrack and Baby Boy remain. Spots out Retrack and only Baby Boy. And will he clutch?
I mean, we've seen him do more with less.
Well,
but no, he's been punished anyway. Flippy with that final kill onto Baby Boy.
Sometimes more is more, not less is more.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, GG Network, Gigabyte, Twitch, Garena, Mineski Infinity, The Secret Shop, ViewSonic, and Werforce, without whom this would not be possible. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner for today will be going to Taiwan.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so hashtag Road to Taiwan, and yeah, Werforce, if you didn't know, guys, I think has been running for about 3 years now. It started with Werforce 2013, wherein Taiwanese people brought their their PCs to a LAN party and kept playing in these huge venues, playing different games such as StarCraft, I think, old school Dota 2, old school Counter-Strike, all of those games.
And I mean, I just want to say, so far, Inconsistent have been, and I hate to say this because I hate hearing this so often, Inconsistent have been very consistent so far. They're doing so well in these beginning rounds, and now I'm not sure if this is I think this is a tactical pause just to try and slow down that momentum, because Inconsistent, they are very good once they get that ball rolling. They know how to ride it.
Yeah, and Inconsistent has no losses yet in their terrorist side, and this is, I think, making Mineski a little bit too queasy. But
yeah, I mean, this is Mineski's map, supposed to say. That's what they say. This is Mineski's map, and they should be showing that dominance. But so far, 5-0. That's not. I've never seen that before against Mineski in the local qualifiers.
Yeah, Dubstep and Dispenser yet to get their frags, and these two players are actually the ones who are supposed to start off for Mineski. They are great entry fraggers on their T side, and Dubstep, of course, the main opper. If you can get those initial kills, keep the pressure up. Definitely one that Mineski will not shy away from, and Dispenser, of course, with his great spray control, and as well as being able to know where the opponents are, even if he doesn't have any info at all, is what allows Mineski to actually, rise from other teams.
Rise from the rest, okay. And I mean, I do want to say I like Mineski's strategy here. It's this is normally a strategy employed by much higher how to say this, higher regarded teams. You see, it's mostly the professional teams that are really confident in the strategy that you see employing this tactic. So it's a risky choice coming out, because it's quite expensive, but it could be very high rewards for them.
It does leave you a little bit exposed, but if you can catch your opponents off guard, this is where Mineski will start to shine. But 52 seconds remaining onto the clock, and Dubstep starts it off with the op on the Soul Rank Warrior, and Dispenser also shooting a little bit, maybe taking someone down, but Flippy a little bit too fast when it takes him down. But Hannibal, though, wreaking some havoc onto the stairs, and here comes the whole of Mineski, and Pornstar there got caught off a little bit, and
that was actually a very fast play from Mineski. There was an immediate response to the push coming out from Inconsistent, and you realize that Mineski had no utility. They had barely any utility because they used all their money to buy up those weapons. But like I said, that was a high risk, but it was definitely a high reward. And now they finally got 1 point on the board, and not a reset yet for Inconsistent. I don't think it'll be just yet, but definitely a hit to their ego.
Yeah, although they still have 4 rounds to work with before Mineski do catch up, but still, checking out the map, you can see the positioning of Inconsistent, Mineski as well, and Mineski doing what Mineski does. Look at this from Hannibal, though. That's pretty interesting.
It's pretty aggressive, actually.
Yeah, I really can't say what he's doing, but he spots out Adrian, though. Adrian, has the faster hand.
Corner.
Yeah, the younger player catches off the veteran.
Hugs. I'm just kidding. Well played there. And Baby Boy gets one with the AWP onto Flippy. And so it's a 1-for-1 exchange, but Baby Boy did get, well, I'm sure that shows on the feed, right, when they do a bit of a ding going on.
And this is what Mineski want to do. Keep on pushing and take Inconsistent off guard. Use their strong weapons, their one kill weapons to thin down the numbers of Inconsistent here. But of course, Inconsistent, when you kind of piss them off, they're going to go fast and furious. And this is where they try to overwhelm Mineski. But will that be the case? Oh my goodness, Baby Boy with a shot on Solar Warrior. But here comes Inconsistent. Hasta la vista, baby. Gonna pushing in. Oh, Adrian finds Baby Boy, shutting down the AWP player. Will he pick up the AWP for himself? That's a yes or a no. Spots out the one man, sees the barrel, but gets shut down by Dispenser. And this is where Mineski are starting to take some tractions. The fuse definitely gonna happen for them. Plenty of time to take off or to stop that bomb from exploding.
You saw as Retrack jumped out there into a B bomb site. He looked directly at Adrian and he said, "Wait, I'll take you down in a minute." Went in, got the kills onto the other teammates of Adrian in Inconsistent, and then turned around and did the cleanup onto Adrian. And that was a brave play. And Adrian actually didn't move. He could have capitalized on that. He realized, and as he did, well, actually, as I say that, he did push out and was punished immediately with a refrag waiting from Hannibal.
Yep, and I believe Mineski have won 2 rounds in a row. If they do lose this one, they might get reset. So they have to be a little bit careful. And now you can see that Dispenser actually getting a couple of frags on that round. So he started to come online. Definitely gonna be favorable for Mineski, but he has to be keeping consistent his performance there. But of course, you can't take out of account the other members there. Mostly Baby Boy, who can flex. Play a lot of weapons, as well as able to actually clutch with his veteran status. Dispenser, though, jumping a little bit and trying to bait out the shots, but Pornstar from up top kills Dispenser there. Retrack getting the kill onto Adrian and makes it into a 4v4 situation.
You can see the information coming out from his teammates as he backed off there, and Flippy said, "Guys, he's waiting on Connector." And they picked him off, and that was actually really good communication. You don't see that as often, but he just happened to notice Flippy coming through on the back there.
And this is what I'm talking about. Use that mid side. Be able to, make your opponents think a little bit. Where are you going to be pushing from? Are you going to be pushing from Connector to Catwalk, or even push to Sniper's Nest? And Inconsistent look to actually have done 2 of those 3 things. And now only Baby Boy is left standing.
And at this point, you're either going to be thinking, do I want to save this weapon going into the next round, or do I want to use it? Do I have enough money to buy up for the next time? And I mean, if you look at the HP on the side of Inconsistent, well, it doesn't really make a difference, does it? He's got an AWP, and that's it's a one-hit kill anyway. If it's not the legs, of course.
Yeah, but it's gonna be Baby Boy just backing off as Inconsistent get themselves the second round. And you really like this, really like this from them, because if you think about it, CD side, if you do keep losing like 2 or 3 members, but you keep winning the rounds, 2 rounds, you still don't have enough money to actually buy up fully when you play onto your next round. It has to be like 3 or 4, or maybe if you have like a multi-kill with a shotgun, that could allow you, but then, they don't have the luxury of like what terrorists have when they're able to plant bombs and get extra money from that and have very, very cheap weapons.
You can see the smiles coming out from Inconsistent there. I think one of their members got caught out in the explosion as the bomb went off. So, funny enough, I think it was Flippy as well.
Solar Warrior here spots out the one man, but Hannibal able to overwhelm him, and now it's going to be Lester with Hannibal making a lot of work with the FAMAS here. He's going to even save himself, possibly an AK-47. As nobody from Inconsistent tries to punish that one. But Hannibal, you made him a little bit angry. Yeah,
actually, yeah.
He gets 2 people down.
That's right. I do have to say, Hannibal on that FAMAS.
Oh, Adrian missing the shot, though. Going up against Baby Boy, but as Baby Boy tries to rotate, catches him off. And Adrian, at least, getting 1 kill now. But you can see the map. This could be deadly for either player. But we won't say where they are, or Mineski are.
Yeah, but if you notice, it's the red dot, the red symbol on the minimap is where the bomb is.
Yeah. we're gonna start doing some E-League stuff. But Dispenser with the pre-fire, taking down Pornstar. Did he actually see if the bomb was in his hands or was in Adrian's hands? It's gonna be the question, but Adrian here is left in a 4v1. I mean, he's done 3v1s before, but T-side is a little bit difficult for him because he has to pick all of these angles, and I think the nerve of Adrian kind of rattles more when he's on the T-side rather than when he's on CT.
And Retrack just cleaning up with that final kill there on the A side. I don't think they'll be able to save that Baby Boy's extra AWP because it was all the way over on B. So
yeah, I can see they're inconsistent, getting a little bit tense. Their faces a bit too straight, and they're looking for a way here to stop Mineski's defense. That's the question, though. Ooh, Dispenser, nice knife there. Butter knife slaughter. I think that costs like what, 12,000 pesos?
Nice. That's well, okay. It makes me feel poor, doesn't it?
He likes to go for the red skins, if you can actually see.
Dispenser.
But yeah, let's go back to the game.
Okay, so you see the positioning here coming up from Inconsistent, and Inconsistent, they can't let Mineski get their ball rolling because once Mineski gets onto a good roll and they get that momentum going, it's hard to stop them, especially a team as high level as these guys.
Yeah, and you see the positioning of Retrack that actually allows for a lot of info potential for Mineski here, because you can hear people coming in from the long side or even the underway side. Now we can say that as Solar Rank Warrior and Pornstar did die, and only Lester and Adrian remain. Where are they going to be pushing from? It looks like they spotted out Adrian and are going to help him in a 2v1. At least Lester takes down this dubstep there. So, and that's going to be about it. And look at that, even Hannibal clapping his teammates.
And I mean, as you can see, it was an eco round for Inconsistent. They did go for the Tech 9s. You do see that strategy employed a lot. The Tech 9s and the armor. That's strategy they normally employ because it's not too expensive and you've got enough money for the next round. But you can see.
I think you have to be really fast with that one. Going up against a rifle player when you have the Tech 9 is not really good on long range unless you get a lucky dink.
Yeah, or if you catch them off guard and don't have enough time to react. And
Retrack a little bit sneaky peeky, gets spotted out and gets the kill onto Pornstar. Tries to run away, almost taking down Solar Rank Warrior there, but he spots out the whole of Inconsistent. Inconsistent are looking to either push or back away, but Mineski is playing Inconsistent like a kid. And look at this, only Solar Rank Warrior and Lester remains. 3 members of Mineski, full HP, and have a couple of utility to work with. 4 to 60-star score, and Inconsistent got a little bit gobsmacked there as Mineski went in for the off angles, off pushes, and caught off 3 members of Inconsistent.
That was such a smart play from Mineski. They knew there was only a few ways they could go, and immediately Mineski covered off those areas, and that is really well played by them. And now, like, no, I can't say that. I was about to say, well, you can see the positioning.
Found the head of Hannibal. Pretty good there from Lester. Also smart decision not to pop the vents just because you're just giving too much information. Solar Rank Warrior a little bit too aggressive onto Dubstep, and Dubstep shuts him down. Now only Lester remains, and Baby Boy and Dubstep are gonna have a good time as the bomb has already been dropped and they know where it is. Lester has to go for the retake on the T side to be able to plant the bomb, but 30 seconds left onto the clock. This could be plenty of time for him to work with. If he can spot the one man, make it into a 1v1, this could be huge, but Baby Boy spots him off though, gets tagged a little bit there. Has to back away, and Lester, he doesn't have a lot of time. Can he spot out the one man? Dubstep almost gets taken down there, but finishes off Lester. So Mineski is slowly but surely, racking up the numbers and almost tying it against Inconsistent.
Yeah, that's right. One more round, and it'll be back to it'll be a tie. And yeah. I don't know. I don't think they'll have enough money to work with on Inconsistent side. As you can see, they've been reset a couple of times now, and they've used as much money as they could to get those Tech 9s and to get that AK. So it might be another eco for them. It might be a force buy. Either way, it's not easy to work with. Even with a force buy, Mineski's got much better utility and a lot more money to work with. So I'm feeling this position, 6 coming up.
This positioning from Inconsistent could work because if you see. If you can see the angle of one of the players of Mineski there who has that one weapon, I really can't say this, maybe Baby Boy, yeah. He's actually on the other side. Oh my goodness, I think I gave a couple of bit of information there. But
he's on the other side. Well, they don't know who we're following at the moment. It could be still just Baby Boy, it could be Dispenser.
Yeah, but this could work for Inconsistent, definitely.
And I mean, if they hadn't been expecting at this point, Baby Boy has been consistent in where he usually stays.
What's another term for consistent? We have to like use a different term.
Okay.
You're
so
the Englishman here. You gotta you gotta know some synonyms.
I'm trying to think of a synonym. So you'd be consistent. It would be the usual. It would be employed.
Oh, but hold that thought. It's gonna be the push here by Inconsistent as Adrian does get the kill onto Dubstep as well as Hannibal. But look at this, Dispenser is having a time of his life with a 3-man spray down, taking out the whole of Inconsistent.
That's such good burst fire coming out from Dispenser there, and it's like he immediately knew exactly the locations of each member of Inconsistent, and I don't think that would be a reset. Now they should have enough money to buy up with, and it should be a good round here, and hopefully it'll be maybe Inconsistent getting another point on the board just to get that ball rolling again, or it could be Mineski shutting them down.
Just have to say, I don't know if Adren had money to buy an AWP, but if he did buy it or didn't buy it, he's playing a little bit, I think, scared here. Because if you think about it, he doesn't really like to play AWP on T side. He's much more comfortable on the CT, so he has to rely on his one taps or entry fragging with an AK to actually, take out opponents. And it looks like they spot out Soul Rank Warrior, but he's gonna breeze through though. But look at this, Mineski takes down 2 members. Although, wait.
Yeah, it was actually...
No, okay, Hannibal killing Dispenser there.
that would have been no deaths on the side of Mineski.
Almost the catch off there by Soul Rank Warrior, but Baby Boy knew what was up. Though this still could be Inconsistent's game to win. They finally take down a couple of the members of Mineski. They have to be really careful there. Did Adrian know where that person was spraying him down? He has to be a little bit careful because M4A1S silencer a little bit too strong in these type of peekaboo situation, but he finally shuts down Retrack and Dubstep. Oh, Dubstep. Is he going to look for the clutch? They saw the Molotov being pushed out by Dubstep there, but they don't know what weapon he has, and he's trying to clutch it from around Palace, but do they know where he is? Now they spot him out, and not even catching him off rotation there. Dubstep still in the 1v1. Pornstar getting 2k already, so maybe he can finish off Dubstep here, but still, it should be very close. 16 seconds remaining, and oh no, but no, my goodness, Pornstar finding Dubstep in the corner there. I thought Dubstep would have heard Pornstar, but no, Pornstar still getting the frag.
Still, that was well played. You can see he was trying to play smart there, trying to think smart. Maybe it could have been the sound coming from the audience. From the surroundings around us that he couldn't hear the footsteps coming off.
Could be, but you have to give it to Dubstep though. He kind of thought wrong of where his secondary opponent was. You saw him put a flash on Palace, but then it was the 2 of them actually rushing from a lower main. Now Dubstep is firing off some shots. I think we know what weapon he has, and look at that with the scout and the help of the M4A4 do get a couple of kills, but through the smoke, it looks like Inconsistent are finding Mineski here. Peekaboo, I see you, and only Hannibal remains.
And if Inconsistent wins this, they will be going into the second half with more points than Mineski.
Yeah, almost the last round there. 2 more rounds before we go to the second half. And Inconsistent are definitely stacking up economy the best time for them, because if you think about it, if Mineski are short on economy, when you push or when it hits that last round of the first half, they have to buy up and maybe have rifles plus pistols, not all rifles.
Just want to say, mate, I'm so proud of you. You're doing this, and you're like you're currently very sick. So respect, man.
Yeah, gotta give it. Don't want to miss the match here for the finals, man. CS:GO is life.
CS:GO is life.
Yeah.
Hashtag make PhD.
Out there in the crowd, who thinks that CS:GO is life?
Is it life? Cheer! Woo! Yeah. I'll cheer for you.
That was pretty awkward.
I'll cheer for you. It's okay.
But there you go, Hannibal finding Adrian in the midst of it all. But still, this is the first or the final round of the first half. Mineski definitely looking to get that 8-7.
Yeah, but I mean, you've seen it. They did buy up on that last round, so we don't know if they're going to have much money to work with into this final round. So I guess it has to be a force buy. It's the final round, so you have to use
force buy or a full buy. We can't really say if it's a force buy or a full buy.
Yeah.
But you have to take note that if it is a force buy, Inconsistent should win this one theoretically, but we have seen Mineski work wonders when they are on their force buys. Baby Boy and Dubstep phenomenal with Deagles, but that's all I'm about to say. They might have AWPs or whatnot. That's about it.
Oh, the timing that you just saw there, ladies and gentlemen. If you can see it with the X-ray, you saw just as the rotation comes out and someone pops through with a quick, sneaky look. But I love that timing. You always see that timing coming out where someone's going to look away just as someone else about to look around the corner, and then like vice versa, it goes back and forth, and they never see each other.
1 minute left onto the clock. Inconsistent still have some time to work with, but I think Mineski knows where they're going to be pushing from, and Baby Boy gets a headshot onto Flippy with the Huandigs. Solarang Warrior going for the backstab, and only... Oh, wait. I can't say what's happening here, but it looks like Inconsistent are trying to look for someone in the site. And Dubstep actually goes for the backstab. Look at that double kill for Dubstep, getting shut down by Lester, but he's done the damage. Dispenser's still there in a 1v2, but if you can see what is... Oh my goodness, that could have actually worked. The HPs of Inconsistent were super low.
22 HP between 40 HP between the both of them, and that would be easy work for the UMP, especially with a higher shooting rate. So it's a shame that didn't work out, but still well played by Inconsistent. 6-9 is the score.
Man, that could have been so good from Dubstep there. He timed it. He timed it perfectly and got 2 frags. He could have gotten the third too if he got maybe lucky with a spray down on his Deagle, but still, he made an impact play there for Mineski. Sad to see though that Dispenser wasn't able to capitalize on it, but still, that should make Inconsistent a little bit uncomfortable. Mineski's still a formidable opponent here. And oh my goodness, there it is, the crossfire. Pornstar getting 2 headshots, but it gets overwhelmed by Baby Boy as well, as I believe Dispenser. Do they have control of a site? Can only say 4v3 here though, so the numbers advantage is definitely in the hands of Inconsistent. I wish only that Mineski had a nade to work with. Throw out a grenade, and get a kill. Agent finding Baby Boy in the distance. Dispenser refragging Pornstar there and leaving it into a 2v3. Make that a 1v3. Then Retrack gets spotted out here. Ay, Papi, he's gonna try to at least make something happen, but no, it's gonna be Inconsistent winning the pistol round of the second half. And they're looking pretty happy on that one.
Yeah, that's not how you want to start your second half, especially not on the T side, because it's not easy. And now Inconsistent will have money to work with, and it's going to have to be a push from Mineski. They only need 6 more points to tie up this map, and then we would be going into a third map.
Oh man, I don't know what the third map is. I don't think people are like expecting Inconsistent to maybe win against Mineski here, but you know, I have faith in them. They can push this into the third round, but we'll have to see. It's still pretty tall task here, but like I said, they're now on their CT side, and maybe this is where they're gonna shine. Their defense is great.
That's right. I mean, Inconsistent, they came in as the underdog, and they're proving themselves to be such a high potential team with these amazing
But here
players.
comes Mineski, crossfire from Solarang Warrior as well as Flippy there, and look at that, Solarang Warrior getting himself a couple of frags, making I think a 4K or an ace. Yeah, it kind of flashed out too fast for my taste, but still, you saw there how fast the shutdown of Inconsistent Warrior, knowing where Mineski was about to push. You have to give it to Inconsistent. They might have studied overnight how Mineski played.
That's right. I mean, that was, yeah, it was 4 kills to his name, and 11-6 is the score, and that is not an easy task, not for Mineski. And this is their map, so I mean, how demoralizing must that be?
That's true, demoralizing indeed, but 5 straight rounds could be easy here if they get the fast pushes, but Dispenser gets caught out there, but still wins with the Glock 18. He takes down Adrian, he gets him down, and kills him 1-for-1 in terms of the exchange. But here comes the jumping Solarang Warrior, jumping a spider, and he gets kills on Retrack, Baby Boy, and Lester finds Dubstep in the midst of it all. And Hannibal looking to actually come in for, I believe, Catwalk gets shut down as well.
That's right, but that was a hard eco for the side of Mineski, so they're going to have plenty of money to work with for this round, not using any of their money, not using any of the utility. So hopefully we're going to see a good round here. It could be a comeback for Mineski, or it could be just a shutdown coming out from Inconsistent.
6-12 in the scoreline here. And Mineski, I think they haven't won yet a single round here on the second half.
Yeah.
So they're really looking to shift the momentum against Inconsistent, but Inconsistent are so good in just having communication when they're defending these different sites. Adrian has actually yet to use an AWP, I believe, and they're still shutting down Mineski.
That's right, and I mean, most of the amazing plays we see coming out from Inconsistent are from Adrian's amazing AWP plays, and he's just proving it. He's just proving the fact that he doesn't even need the AWP to be an amazing player.
Yeah, you should have seen the LAN qualifiers for MPGL8. I believe leg 2. We watched it at Game Over PH, and Cobblestone was the map. Adrian was just so phenomenal with his AWP, flicking left and right and getting kill after kill after kill. And this is where Inconsistent are using him as a linchpin. But of course, you can't take away from the equation here. Solo Rank Warrior as well as Pornstar, and if that doesn't work, Flippy and Lester do tend to shine sometime here for Inconsistent.
And we'll see if maybe the pressure here or the chaos that comes out of this, Mineski can start feeding off it. Maybe just
oh, good headshot from Pornstar there. Finds a second one onto Hannibal. It looks like they did drop the bomb down, and Retrack gets the head of Adrian. But only Retrack remains. He has to clutch this in a 3v1 situation. They're trying to spray him down, but cannot find the shots to kill him, but still he is alive. 1 tap kills is still workable with the AKs, but not going to be enough. Inconsistent, able to barrel on him with their weapons. And now Mineski still have no points whatsoever on the second half. What is happening?
I'm not sure. I mean, Mineski, they need to switch up the strategy here. Their pushes, especially onto the B side, they're not working. Otherwise, as we saw them before, they keep rushing into A, or they keep piling up, going through apartments or going through Palace, and it is not paying off because Inconsistent, they are really hitting their shots and they are not missing. And whenever one of their members gets taken down, there is already a response ready to take that
Player down.
That player's place. So you can see if Flippy goes down, it's going to be Solo Rank waiting on the other side. If Solo goes down, it's going to be Lester waiting for the pick.
But you also have to take note that Mineski, when they actually try to do for their push, they're going for these single frag entries that allow Inconsistent to find them off, pick them off one by one. Of course, maybe that's how Mineski are approaching these couple of rounds, but it's not going to work because if you saw them, Mineski were actually pretty slow on checking the regular points on the defense of CD side on B as well as A, and this is actually what is allowing Inconsistent to actually get these rounds. And Mineski, like I said, still are pretty gobsmacked here by Inconsistent, and only 3 more rounds, and Inconsistent will push this to map 3.
Okay, so
Obi,
looking at the positioning here, that would have been a good reset coming out from Inconsistent, and so Mineski would or would not be going for a sort of eco buy.
But Flippy finds him in the smoke, taking down Dubstep, and Mineski here. Did they pull the trigger, or will they actually go with this one a little bit slow? No, they spot a 2-peeper onto Connector. Flippy getting 2 shots. Solo Rank Warrior finds Baby Boy and shuts them down. This is just pure domination from Inconsistent. What is happening to Mineski? Only a couple more rounds, and we push this to game 3.
This would be 2 more points. If they had 2 more wins, Mineski will have to give up this map. Maybe they already have. Maybe they're thinking maybe we'll have to take the next one. Because
put out all the stops, buy 5 AWPs. Maybe that'll work. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is for match point already, and if Mineski want to win this, it's a long path on the way back. 10 points they need to win this.
And only 2 more rounds before Inconsistent win map 2. Mirage, said to be Mineski's best map, but Inconsistent are putting them a run for their money. Look at this, 6-14. If you guys are just tuning in, Mineski got the first round in our best of 3 series. Solo Rank Warrior finding Baby Boy in the distance, taking him down. And Mineski, Solo Rank Warrior is a little bit pissed off. Retrack finding Adrian. But now, Solo Rank Warrior is the man to defend here for Inconsistent, followed by Lester as well. And Solo Rank Warrior yet again with the 4K. He's so good, Cab. My goodness, I mean, he's a veteran, and he's showing his status as one of one of the old players there of CS.
This is for match point. Inconsistent on 15
Oh,
points.
and look at that. Porn star is just smiling. Hey, porn star.
He can't help it. He can't help it.
The chills running into the spine of Inconsistent. Definitely, they're like, oh my goodness, we're going to be able to take away Mirage from Mineski.
And let's hope they don't get reckless into this last one, because it did go into
oh,
overtime in the first
dubstep.
half.
No, Hannibal. Lester is lighting it up. Where are Mineski? Only 3 members remain. Oh my goodness. 1 minute and 30 seconds left onto the clock. Plenty of time. But still, the numbers have dwindled.
I can't believe you just said Hannibal Lester. That is the name of the cannibal. Hannibal Lester. That is beautiful. That is poetry in the CSGO game. This is
there.
a good
Adrian
match.
finds a Spencer, shuts him down, and only Retrek and Baby Boy remain. I mean, Baby Boy able to actually clutch this, and the veteran Retrek able to follow up great. Spots out Lester, finally shutting him down before he got the 3K. But you can see that he did some form of hurt there to Retrek. Still 55 seconds left onto the clock. Mineski still have a chance into this one, because if you can see the positioning of Inconsistent, that is what it is.
I mean, I don't know. There's no. I feel like there's just no chance at this point, and it's going to be Inconsistent taking Mirage. I mean, a clutch with the amount of.
Can we like show the scores later after this match ends? And Adrian, as Baby Boy actually goes in, second kill, and it's gonna be Inconsistent to push this into map 3. We are gonna push this up into a series tie, 1-1, and let's see what our third map of the game will be. I'm gonna ask the admins later, but that was just a great round by Inconsistent.
Who expected that? That is Mineski's map. That is what everybody has been saying all this time. They've been saying Mirage is Mineski's map, and they are not going to win. This is going to be a 2-0. But no, it was Inconsistent saying, we've been studying, we've been working hard, and we deserve to be here. And 1-1 is the score, and it was well played by Inconsistent.
Man, can we do like a quadracast with Vil and Nomad?
Yeah, we can just squeeze it.
Yeah, squeeze each other. We're not fat, so Alright guys, so again, you're watching the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 8 Championship Rise from the Rest. I'm Asurai from MineskiTV, and here with me now is
Jaeger.
And we'll be back with Game 3, but first I'll pass it to Ian Mercado. Take it away, Ian.
Alright, hey! Hey everyone, again welcome to MPGL Season 8, and the Game 2 goes to Inconsistent. That's 1-1 for each team. And for Game 3, let's take a break first, and we'll proceed to that. Ciao!